After a difficult start, how impressive, talk to us about England's turnaround at the World Cup. How impressive have you been with that?
Yeah, well, a very good morning. It's been a wonderful turnaround. The England women have shown great character. The way that they've coped, losing the first three games in the tournament, that is really a place where you must be lacking so much confidence. But in a way, I guess it's brought clarity. They had to come out and sort of throw caution to the wind and play better cricket. Otherwise, they'd be going out of the tournament. And they've done that brilliantly. Now they've got 4 consecutive wins under their belt. They've got that momentum, that word, going their way. And they've had contributions, importantly, from all the way down the scorecard. So they've hit some confidence. They're feeling good about themselves. They have a great opportunity now.
Yeah, you talk about momentum, Mark. Do you think they can build on that now? Because, as we mentioned, a bit of a shaky start. Now they've got South Africa in the semi-finals. Do you think they can go on to the finals?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because as I said, I think it's they're not. It seems to be a team right now. They're not reliant on just one or two individuals. They've got people making contributions right throughout the order. I think that's the important thing. With the bowling attack, Sophie Ecclestone's been brilliant. She got 3 for 15 yesterday. She's been very consistent throughout the tournament. But Kate Cross has bowled very well. Charlie Dean got 3 wickets yesterday. In the batting, you've got Sophia Dunkley played an outstanding hand yesterday. England were sort of struggling a little bit at 112 for 4 with 20 overs to go, but a great partnership between Dunkley and Jones, and then 79 off the last 10 overs. So they manage crucial parts of the game very well, and that's a really great sign. And I think they're very strong contenders for the semi-final. Of course, if Australia do make it through, I would imagine that they're the favourites. But England now coming into form just at the right time.
Yeah, Mark, you bring me nicely onto my next question, actually. I just wanted to ask you, can anyone stop Australia?
In a one-off game, you've always got a chance, haven't you? But if it was a series of matches, you'd expect the stronger team to come through. But as I said, that's a great thing about these tournaments, and that's why they're so exciting. Because if England if they get through the semi, it's a one-off game. It's all on the day, and they certainly have the experience and quality within their squad to have an upset.
In contrast, though, for the men's test team, Mark, are they on the verge of hitting a new low?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've got to say yes. It was really hard watching for England fans, I'm sure. I think when we watched them play in Australia, they were up against high-class opponents with proven records in international cricket. Here against the West Indies, they've been outgunned really in the basics of the game, the discipline required. And it's one thing that I think county cricket would pride themselves on when you're playing in county cricket, domestic cricket, that you need discipline throughout a day of cricket. You need to be consistent with your line and length as bowlers, and as batsmen you need to work hard and grind out your runs. And England just haven't done that. Both innings in this match, they've failed to adapt to the surface and to know what's required. And yesterday, you'd have to say that a lot of the batsmen were culpable in their dismissals. There were some loose shots. And they really didn't follow the example of their counterparts, the West Indians, of course, who have a lot less first-class experience within their side. And the West Indians showed a lot of resilience throughout the series, actually. They were on the back foot in Antigua and responded. The same in Barbados. So England had played some good cricket in the series up to date. But in this match, where it was winner take all, and England got stuck in, they lost an important toss. But unfortunately, the batting frailties have surfaced again. And, I think, as I said, it was very, very hard watching for England fans.
Yeah, it was indeed. The interesting thing is changes have been made to the team following the Ashes series, but similar problems still remain. So a bit of a difficult question to answer this, but I'm going to ask anyway, what is the answer for you, Mark?
Yeah, well, there is no simple answer. I think just watching it yesterday, we have to understand, when there was a reset with the England white ball team, there was a sort of a philosophy that everyone knew it was going to take some time to bed that in, because when you bring new players into international cricket, it takes a little time for most players to find their feet and to have that belief that they can compete at the top level. If you look at England's top 7, we've got Alex Lees, who battled bravely yesterday and got another 30-odd and really showed a lot of character and resilience, it has to be said. But he's at the top of the order with young Crawley. Dan Lawrence is in there at number 4 and Ben Foakes at number 7. So you've got 4 players inside the top 7 who really are finding their way at international cricket. Yes, they've got a lot of first-class cricket behind them, but they're finding their way. And this is where you really need your senior players to step up, be great role models, and you're reliant on that nucleus of senior players. England don't really have much of a nucleus of senior players. Obviously, Anderson and Broad are not there. But within the batting, that there is a lack of know-how and of experience and awareness in international cricket, how to take those pressure moments. So it's going to take some time. But I'm not sure we've had the reset yet. I think that England may need a change of direction, both in terms of coach and possibly captain, but it will take time to sort of to get this to bed in.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, Mark. If England lose, what does that mean for Joe Root?
Yeah, well, it's not good. I backed Joe Root consistently, and even when we lost the Ashes, I was a strong advocate that he should retain the captaincy, partly because there is a lack of other characters. He's a world-class batsman. He's got a load of experience as captain under his belt. I think he needs to work closely with an experienced head coach. But after this series, if England go down today, you'd have to say it's going to become very difficult for him to remain in the job. And as I say, the reset that people are talking about, I'm not sure it's actually happened yet. I think we need a permanent head coach, a permanent director of cricket, and they will then make some tough decisions on whether Joe Root should retain that captaincy for the summer and moving forward.